Alright, so what goes?
4 rows of 6. Well, those go down first.
These go first. So 4 rows of 6?
Yeah, 4 rows of 6.
Yeah, spread it their way too, so you
24
could just
location cards, which are yellow.
and then these are the
And place one face up on each hidden card.
There's zombies all over the place too.
yeah, 4 rows of 6. And then deal out these are the regular. No, I'm sorry. These are the special resources.
Yeah, place
Who has to be in charge of those?
Yeah.
See, when you loot, you will get each location will have two special resources listed, and then you pick which one you want.
Alright. Are there specific special resources for each place? Like they're listed on the card?
Yeah, they're listed on the card. You'll see that in a second. It's just these get all. That's the one problem with this game is everything gets all mixed up.
Because people take specific ones.
Yeah,
fine.
but I mean these are fake, so these are known.
Alright. Which ones do?
Alright, each Doomsday to survive, you're gonna have to have a special resource to survive it, and it's listed on like the economic collapse, gold. That's technology, I believe, is the alien. Biotech is the plague. Obviously, famine.
This would be zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, medicine is the plague. Biotech is the nuclear. I believe. I'm gonna have to change one of these.
That's pretty cool. So we're gonna want to have basically an even spread of all the special resources.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. You can loot each location once. The second time you loot it, it flips. And once you flip the location, it triggers the hidden card, which could either be a resource, a special resource, or a Doomsday.
I'm gonna be the douchebag to loot it twice. I don't care. Hey, is it a Doomsday? Maybe.
Now the difference here is like when we do a 2-player, we can pretty much do our own thing.
Yeah.
Well, with 4 players,
we're gonna have to work together.
You're gonna have to work together more. You may have to trade resources. All right, because here's the kicker. All right.
And why would we want to flip something twice or loot it?
Well, you're gonna have to because, all right, like the Doomsdays, right?
Yeah.
It's better to have one of each special resource on hand before you start trying to flip the cards underneath. But think about it. So all 4 of us each need one of each special resource. That's 24, which means we're all gonna have to loot. We're gonna have to loot everything face up once before we start flipping. But let's say, depending on the spread of the locations, let's say all the medicines are over here and I'm there. I may have to trade with you. When you're doing a 2-player, you don't have to trade as much.
Yeah, because it's about 12 for each of them.
Right, and this is what we do now.
Yeah, yellow on top of each of them.
Let's see where all the hospitals are at. More towards the central area than that.
Pretty much gonna be
Yeah. Now we can put our base anywhere along the perimeter. So pick a spot and you put your base there. Now I personally like the illustration because you can go adjacent, so I can go with 1, 2, 3. Now I guess we all pick our little dude.
I'm gonna go here.
All right. But all right, here's the kicker. All right. So if we flip all 6 Doomsdays, we lose. If any of the special resources run out, we lose. If the master resource deck runs out, we lose. If we hit, and this one is 8, okay.
Failure counter.
Yeah. So for each Doomsday, we go up 1. Here's the kicker, though. Like for the first 3 Doomsdays, it'll be like discard a gold, discard a this or that, whatever. Once let's say we flip 3 Doomsdays, the next one will be that special resource plus 2 of one of the basic resources. So in other words, it's like, oh God, the plague, the famine, and the zombies have come. Now it's harder to survive. So now we have to, instead of 1 resource to survive, we need 3.
Yeah.
And every time somebody fails, like let's say Doomsday flip, like let's say the zombie, and you don't have a defense.
You get a failure counter.
You get to fit right here, failure counter. Now there's 4 of us, so we multiply by 2. So if we fail between us, so here's a kicker. Let's say zombie flips, and you and me have defense, and they don't. That's 2 failures.
Yep.
We hit 8 failures, we lose. All of these we lose. All of these are flipped, we lose. Any special, there's 5 ways to lose. 1 way to win. The only way to win is to build all of these, which can only be built on a flip.
Yep.
So that means if we get lucky, that means we at least have to flip 14 of these to
Yeah.
build all the facilities. If we don't, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, there's zombies or aliens. Yeah, on the rules, if you're fighting a zombie or an alien, like, you know, you roll and I roll, let's say I'm rolling for the zombies, you would defeat me. Let's say you rolled a 2, you could discard a weapons card for +2.
Alright.
The fighting really isn't all that amazing. And when you loot a location, we put a token in it. When you loot it
Alright.
again, we flip it. And when you flip it, it reveals this card. Which, if it's a resource, goes to your hand.
Yeah.
If it's Doomsday.
Alright, here's the kicker. Normal resources are in your hand. Specials you can put out in front of you. Because you're only allowed... Where's my Doomsday rules?
That's it right there.
Hand. Trading, yeah. You have to be in the same location. So, like, we would both have to be here to trade. Like bases are facilities, so are these. So transport will move you from one facility to another. So, like, you know, the best spot is, like, you know, build your facility spread out to start with. Okay, God, what was max hand size? 5 or 7?
Yeah, it's kind of like ours, a lot like yours, or our bases are located.
Right. Okay, we each get 3 cards from the normal resource deck.
Start?
What?
To start or?
Yeah, start with. Okay, yeah, player, if you can't have more than 7 normal resources in your hand, which includes the ones from, like, if you get a transport, fuel, or, what's the other one? Weapons from underneath that goes in your hand. I mean, you can play with your hand, it doesn't matter. It's
I'm
co-op.
pretty well defended, I would say. I got weapons for days.
Alright,
Now
now
you discard more than one to give more plus, like you can do +2, +2.
you can go up to 2 weapon cards. Here's the kicker though. This is what we want to aim to build first. Or not first, but third. Because
What is
for
it?
a trading
Yeah,
post, you
first.
gotta have one of each of the others built. You can discard 3 of a resource, like you could discard your 3 weapons to get 1 of any other resource, including special, or 3 different ones.
Alright.
So those are good to have. Now here's the kicker, since if the normal resources run out, we lose, that's why we have these. If you're on one of these at the end of your turn, you can take a resource from the graveyard instead of drawing a card, which buys us time.
Gotcha.
But we have to have one of each of these built, which require, like this one, takes a tech, a weapon, and a biotech to build. So when you're ready to build it, you'd have to discard those 3 resources and then you build this. Rally point, everything's evened out, so everything's required at the same
Alright.
times.
Do we have like a little card that says what resources are needed, or do we just look at them?
Yeah, on these, it's listed at the bottom.
Alright.
Like tech, weapon, and biotech to build. So,
What would be the easiest one to build?
well, between the 3 here, because there's 9 different resources.
I could get to that easy.
Yeah.
Turn 3.
That's what I'm saying. There's 9 different resources. There's 3 normal and 6 special. They're all spread out equally amongst all these. But a trading post takes 6 different resources to build. So you got a 6 different of 9, and must have one of each of these already built.
Alright.
Basically, yeah, we're scouring the countryside. You know, think Walking Dead. We're looting everything, and we're trying to build, you know, Woodbury for the new. Or not anymore, I guess. Has anybody been keeping up with that show?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Would you
Well,
know?
no. Actually,
You guys
I
You haven't seen
last-
the mid-season finale?
No, I have not.
2.
I'm behind. I saw the first 2 episodes.
Alright.
That was it.
God.
Oh, we're rolling
I'm
so you
not-
guys first?
What? It's a co-op game. Does it really matter?
Hey,
Oh, I guess you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Steve
You
was
all pick
first.
up one? Oh.
Steven.
Alright. I'll just go here and I'll loot for a defense.
And you just grab defense. See, and this is where it gets tricky. You know, we don't want to take all 10.
Yeah.
If you take all 10, you lose. If any one of those piles runs out, you lose. That's why, let's say you get a lot of defense, you could
I'll
like,
trade.
and that's where the transport's great. You could like go over here and be like, I'm just gonna transport, go over here. Oh, hey, trade with you. Okay, so you moved and you looted, so you're done.
Yeah.
Now you draw a card, a resource. And that's why that's because some people are like, oh, we're just gonna loot everything once, but the whole time we're drawing 4 cards a turn.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's why it almost, it's a tick. This is a ticking time bomb.
And what's
Yeah.
the rally point? What's needed for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's public knowledge. You can look at it if you want. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'll go here and give me medicine, please.
Alright.
You need to double flip something in order to build it, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be on a wasteland
I'm gonna
build.
get gold.
Alright.
Where you at?
Alright, I'm
We'll
gonna
put some over here.
Any adjacent space. So
I'm
you move
gonna
diagonal.
move here then, and I'm gonna grab a tech resource.
I mean, optimally, all of us want one of each special resource before we
Well,
start
he's
double.
got defense, you've got medicine, he's got gold, and I got technology.
But
Right.
each
But if I
one-
flip the famine, we each have to throw food in.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
So your turn. Yeah. To begin with, it's just like move, loot. The strategy starts building.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Like, oh, which was our flip? Which was our ransack flip?
I'll
Ah.
get food.
Okay. So basically, you want to build your personal stash and then start putting your overflow over here.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to start trading with people soon. 'Cause over here's a bunch of defense and five.
Well, yeah, but you can just move around.
Yeah, I got a lot of tech and
Oh, but I
medicine
need to draw
over
a card.
here.
Give me. Oh yeah,
Actually,
I
no,
didn't draw one either. My bad.
Ruben, do you draw?
Oh no, I didn't draw.
Can I get a food, please?
Actually, I've got a pretty good, other than, I don't have
You're up,
town.
Ruben.
What's my maximum hand?
7.
Alright.
There's a town.
Well, you can start using
Sure,
it like
looting.
a-
Let me get a
you know,
a
just
bio.
You wanna buy it?
Alright, because I've got
There you go.
And
vacation for days.
then I'll draw.
Oh wait, I didn't draw. Last turn.
I'm drawing this. There you go.
How many cards can we have in here?
7.
7. Okay.
Really? I drew another weapon. The weapons for
There's
days.
only 20 of each in there. See, one thing I was thinking about adding like special cards to do things. You like draw 2 more discards.
Oh, okay.
Guns.
Gotcha.
But I don't think we need
I
this
got
one.
cards.
It'd make a great expansion.
Yeah, just to line it up a bit.
Yeah, I don't have weapons. So it was.
Oh, he just went and so.
Alright, how
Oh,
many
you draw.
attacks do each person have?
Hmm?
Okay.
We should.
Each have 2, right?
You should have another special resource, right? Or no, he's taking his turn now.
Yeah, I'm taking
Oh,
my turn.
Like right now, us 3 should all have 5 cards in hand.
I'm gonna go down here and grab a medicine.
And then draw your card and you're done.
Another weapons.
What the
You're a
heck?
zombie fighter.
That's right.
Alrighty.
You are Michelle.
Michelle.
You're up, man.
Move to here and loot a bio. Draw.
Mark and draw. Can I get a gold?
Yep.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Alright, move here. Move loot. Tech. Tech resource.
Yeah, we're basically all just trying to get our base 6, and then we can start double flipping and start
Alright.
Start having fun.
My turn.
Yeah.
and start getting
Move
nervous.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a defense.
Alright.
I mean, yeah. Draw first.
I mean, you're.
Can I move twice and not do anything
Okay,
else?
I got
Or
some
how
other
do I
weapons.
go? Or is it move once, loot once? Is that all I can do?
Okay.
I mean, you can move twice,
Okay.
but like you can discard a fuel and move 2 times,
Alright.
and not eat up your second move. Because I mean, like you got 6 cards in your hand already. I mean, what's and we want to get some in the discard, so when we start building facilities, we start buying talent from the deck.
Alright.
So I've got weapons and fuel. And I just did not go see in there.
Alright, gonna move to the hospital and loot a medicine.
Okay, those medicines. Okay, let's see. I've got 3. So what do I need? I need biotech, tech, and a defense.
A little bit of a
Let me get a defense.
well armed on the move.
Can I get a defense over from here? And-
I'm well armed with not so much.
Oh
Alright,
jeez.
go ahead.
And I'm looking for food. Have
You
some
got a
food.
couple guns there, bud.
Oh, you need
Food.
food?
Yeah.
Just a couple.
You're good.
Alright, I can move like diagonally, right?
Yeah.
We should have something. Yeah.
I'm gonna move here for a bio. Yeah. Draw.
Move here and get a gold.
Let's go. Crap. I got it over here.
And then I'm going to discard a fuel.
Alright, weapons. I'm missing medicine and biotech.